Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game, and I'm here being joined by the California kid, Urijah Faber. Congratulations on your induction into the Hall of Fame. How does it feel?
It feels cool. You know, I've kind of talked about it. It's hard for me to sit and smell the roses and to really kind of enjoy and look back at what I've been doing, because I'm actually in the process of doing things. So it's nice to be kind of forced to reflect and to be appreciated and to be in the company of some amazing people.
Now, you did talk about that in your speech, kind of like, hinting at what is to come. Can you kind of give the fans, a little more insight as far as, what kind of movie or whatnot that you're working on?
I don't think I'm supposed to talk about the movie now. It was a big budget movie with some of the top movie, actors and actresses in the world, and I have a small part but a fun part. And I've got some other projects that are lower budget things that I'm helping to produce, and then we've got a couple other projects that are mid-tier. So I'm doing some producing, some on-screen stuff as far as entertainment goes. I'm doing commentary with Snoop on Tuesday. That's awesome. Which will be fun. Yeah. And we just are really going to the next level with our team and our gym. I opened a big brand new facility. It's 21,000 square feet, all top finishes. I mean, it looks like a custom home, and that's home to the current world champ Cody Garbrandt and the future champs Cynthia Cavallo and Andre Fili and Darren Elkins, and the list goes on and on and on. So that's real exciting. I've been working with the UFC on a couple things internationally, being an ambassador for them in a couple different ways, and then just handling business back home. I've got a lot of stuff in the nutrition space. I've got Purist Labs, which is a supplement company, Trifecta Nutrition, Vibe Health Bar, Liquidology Juice, Kombucha Culture, which is a kombucha distribution company. I've got all these things on top of clothing line and everything else that I'm doing. So.
Yeah, well, that's great to hear. There will be no shortage of Urijah Faber despite being out of the octagon now. And as far as, you mentioned Cody Garbrandt, UFC bantamweight champion, super dominant win over Dominic Cruz. How is it for you now to kind of, after being retired, just be able to coach and support them full time without having to train for a fight yourself?
It's nice. I mean, part of my motivation for slowing down a little bit on the fight side, or all the way actually, was because I have a lot of other hats to wear, from not necessarily coaching full time, but being a mentor, to scouting talent for the next generations, to making sure everything's operating correctly with our coaches and our gym, and on top of being my own brand and the things that I want to work on and be passionate about. So I wear a lot of different hats, and it's nice to be able to not be beat up in the process, because I mean, you'd go 8 weeks where it's got to be focused on protecting yourself and being your best, and so that's a demanding thing.
Now, I know Cody was slated to fight TJ Dillashaw, this summer. So where do you guys stand now? Will you guys ever, kind of be cordial again, you and TJ?
It's funny because, and I'm not gonna go talk to it, because honestly, the guy told a bold-faced lie on national television, and it's like, if you're at that headspace where you're going to just say something that was absolutely not true, then I'm not really going to engage. It's like, getting into a battle of wits with an unarmed man. I'm not going to, if I'm not going to argue the truth when that truth is not an option. So, I don't appreciate that. So I don't really see him being someone that I necessarily want to be a part of as far as a friendship. I have a lot of great friends, a lot of great family, a lot of great people in my life. And so, it is what it is. I mean, they'll do their thing and run its course, but I don't appreciate being lied about.
Yeah, and so you're going to move ahead. And like you said, you always talk about being positive. But lastly, what will it take to get you back in the ring?
A bunch of money and something that sounds fun.
Boxing, perhaps?
No, I don't think boxing. I mean, for me, boxing is something that I love. It's one of my favorite. I like wrestling. I like jiu-jitsu. I like boxing. Those are my three separate sports within mixed martial arts. And I've boxed with high-level boxers, and I love it. But, you don't want to go jump in a boxing match with high-level guys if you haven't been training.
So I'm guessing your take on Mayweather-McGregor. What is your prediction?
I would say, I'm rooting for McGregor. He's our guy. He's our MMA representative, and he's a friend. I would consider him a friend. He's a guy that has a very heavy punch, an unorthodox style. He's youthful and he believes in himself, so that's all positive. The bad part is he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, who's the greatest of all time, arguably, and undefeated, and so I know myself there's nothing that's impossible, and it takes another person to believe that to do things that are incredible. So I'm rooting for him, but the odds are not in his favor.